And hello, everyone. Welcome back to the new season of Courtside with Tony Ingle, alongside the head coach of the defending national champion Roadrunners. I'm Craig Corbin. Coach, it is good to see you.
Good to see you, Craig.
Yes, indeed. A lot has transpired since last we met on the show. It's been a busy time. Of course, that comes along with winning a national championship.
Yeah, well, we've been really busy chasing down some new players. We've got a entirely new basketball team. Really.
Let's talk a little bit about that. When you have to go and find even just a handful of new players each year, it's a challenge. But when you are doubling that, it's really tough.
It's really tough. And replacing who you replace.
Right.
We had 7 seniors, 4 starters, and 2 All-Americans. And a lot of people hadn't had 2 All-Americans in their program in 10 years. We were very fortunate we had them. And that's why we won the national championship.
Right.
But I liken it like a race car driver. You know, you take away 2 or 3 tires off that car, it's not going to win many races. So we had to bring in new players, and we did, and we'll be fine as time goes on.
And we look forward to being able to showcase the new faces in Roadrunner uniforms this season on Courtside with Tony Ingle. Of course, prior to the season getting started, a nice banquet held by the Boosters Club, and to cap that off, a scrimmage with some notable coaches on the sideline.
Yeah, it was fun. We had a banquet prior to the game, blue and white game, and we had Bob Shaw, really well known around here for his all the things he does for town of Dalton, and then we have Bobby Crimmins, who's a basketball coach at Georgia Tech, who the court is named after down there, and a dear friend. And he came up to help us celebrate that night. And also we had Mitch Davis and Shelby Peoples that was honorary coaches. And Shelby's done a lot for the community and the town and really supports us, both those guys as well as a lot of people. And Mitch Davis is he's a producer and director of a movie that they're wanting to do. So.
And we will have much more on that in upcoming episodes of Courtside with Tony Ingle. Talking about that scrimmage with the guest assistant coaches, it was interesting to me to see how much all those gentlemen enjoyed being there on that night.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun night. It was the night where we gave out our national championship rings. Now, prior to the game, we had a banquet, and we honored some people that have been big donors, which was, Mr. Bob Shaw as well as Miss Shelby Peoples and some others, and then we had Crimmins spoke to the team, to the boosters, and it was fun. I said a few syllables, and we had a little fun with that, and then Mitch Davis again, the guy that's doing the movie, he said some things, but all in all, the purpose was to have our players, this year's team, out on the floor, getting some jitters out, letting the community come in and watch them play, and they did that and played well and had a lot of fun, and then I didn't want to have a national championship ring celebration on game day.
Sure.
Game day is about this team and about us and us preparing, and the blue and white game was more fun, just a great time, great atmosphere. A practice run to getting all the gyms set up, all the things that we need to do, work out the kinks, so when we do have a game, not only on the court, but all the peripheral things that you need to execute a ball game for is, clock and scores and concession stands and all that. So all in all, it was a highly successful evening.
Indeed, indeed. And talking about working out the kinks, the Roadrunners have done just that, getting started with a win against Voorhees. We'll have highlights from that game coming up straight ahead right here on Courtside with Tony Ingle. Stay with us.
They all said it couldn't be done. Because when other carpet mills were slowing down or closing up, we were building up, from the ground up, at Engineered Floors and Dreamweaver Carpet. Our new manufacturing capacity in Calhoun, Georgia, and Dalton, Georgia, is just the beginning. There's more growth on the way, a whole lot more, and we do it by employing some of the most experienced carpet-making folks in the world, people with a passion for and a commitment to carpet. We've grown for your business by filling a need that no one else was filling. We're the fastest growing carpet manufacturer in the world, and we've got big plans in the works now and tomorrow. So grow your business and come grow with us. Engineered floors and Dreamweaver carpets. Innovation reinvented.
The health of our region depends on the health of its people. That is why Hamilton is here. We're opening more physician practices and urgent care centers near you, offering medical care that fits your schedule. We're reaching out to the community and helping to train the next generation of health professionals, and giving you new ways to search for doctors and health information from wherever you are. We're here for you. Hamilton Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
Toyotathon is on at North Georgia Toyota in Dalton with Black Friday prices all month long. All 2016 Camrys are $5,000 off. Get $3,500 off every 2016 Corolla and $4,000 off all remaining 2015 RAV4s.
Other dealers are going to say they can't do that, Eddie. What do we say?
We say, oh yes, we can.
Only at North Georgia Toyota in Dalton.
Come see it.
To the highlights we go. On the road to Denmark, South Carolina, and a date with Voorhees early in the ball game. The Roadrunners getting things cranking offensively.
Yeah, nice little behind-the-back jump shot there. Look at that. That's Jermaine Burry.
Again, opening minutes here. A little defense setting up the offense.
Yeah, we really come out with good defense. Nice pass, and Marcel Hawkins finishes.
Inside, outside, and Jordan gets the roll.
Jordan gets the roll. That's a little play we call Tom.
Tom was on the money there. Nice move in traffic and the conversion.
Yeah, we started running little isolations, and then there's JB trying to get a 2-and-1. Finishes really good around the basket.
One thing that I noted, Coach, in looking at the highlights, your team responded well even when they were double-teamed.
Yeah, well, we work on some of that, but they had the composure to be able to read the situation. It's tough to read it and they still have the skills to perform what you need to. Look at him. That's Marcel Hawkins, just a great player for us this year.
Obviously, here at this point, up at the break by 2 and getting things going in transition, hitting the boards.
Yeah, and this is Zach Dean with the ball right now, a walk-on from Ringo, Georgia. Has really come in and helped this basketball team. That's Marcel Hawkins again.
Nicely done. Zach averaging 34 minutes a game to this point in the year. Beautiful entry pass there from Bowling.
Yeah. If they find each other, our interior passing is really good with Jordan and Marcel. They really find each other real well.
Second half action at Voorhees. The Roadrunners looking for their first win of the young season, and nicely done there following the miss by Nathan Terry.
That Jermaine Burry, boy, what a hustler he is. Great defense. He's like top in the nation in steals. And this is Marcel Hawkins again.
Laying that one in effortlessly.
Yeah, that he got some hops, but this is Nate Terry right here. And there's a strip, but we stay after it. Zach passes it up to Jermaine. Little Euro move. There it is.
I watched that highlight 3 times, and still I don't know how he made that shot.
I know. It looked like his head was behind the backboard and he threw his arm back up.
Up 3 at this point. Then another nice entry from Nathan Terry to Jordan Bowling. Triple teamed on that.
Yes, sir, and a 2-and-1. And that's the old conventional way. Those are hard to get.
Again,
nice pass.
Unselfish play by the Roadrunners. And in the final minutes here, going for win number 1 on the season, the steal. And more points in transition.
There's Jermaine again. Deshaun finds Zach over in the corner. Wow, popped it. He's good. He knows what he's doing.
Again, on the perimeter, the three-pointer was hitting in this ball game. The Roadrunners, about 2:40 to go in this one. And
the bench is all excited, and that's what it's good to see when you're on the road, Craig.
A nice win against Voorhees.
As a Dalton State road runner, naturally, we don't like to brag. But if we did, I imagine it looked something like this.
The road runners will advance.
And when we go, we go.
12 seconds!
Blazing that path to victory. And not just on game day, but in our everyday lives. That's what we do.
First title in school history.
Wait, all I do is wait, wondering if you're coming home. I just saw your face.
This is where unconditional love resides. This is home. Coltwell Banker, where home begins.
Your family depends on you to be healthy. That is why you depend on Hamilton. Hamilton Diagnostic Center's advanced imaging technology provides superior image quality with reduced radiation exposure. Each image is analyzed by Hamilton's on-site team of specialty radiologists in close correlation with our surgeons, allowing for same-day results. We're here for you. Hamilton Diagnostic Center. Your health is our mission.
And welcome back to Courtside. Win number 1 on the season came in the state of South Carolina against Voorhees, a team that came into that contest, Coach, playing very well, had knocked off a team that your squad knew from last season.
Exactly. They just came off a win of Talladega. And Talladega, the team that we played in the Final Four, Kansas City, Missouri last year, very, very tough opponent, and they had just beat them that Saturday. We'd been coming off of playing up in Campbellville, and we were 0-2. And, we really had to work for it, and it was on the road. And we was able to pull that victory out, and it was all because of our guys believing in each other, believing in the system, pulling together, playing hard, good defensive stops, and we very fortunate and blessed to win that ball game.
Well, let's go back and touch a little bit on the season opening Lou Cunningham Classic in Campbellsville. Tough way to start the season with games on the road against good competition. An overtime game in your season opener, dropped that one, and then you got to face the host school in Campbellsville.
Yeah, absolutely. And, the thing I've noticed about, playing in Kentucky is even the officials like Kentucky. I'm talking about Kentucky Wildcats. But anyway, it did remind me of a story. One time I was coaching, and I was yelling at the referee, and I said, "Come on, ref, I've had enough." I've yelled at him. He said, "I've had enough too." He said, "You're just mad because we're winning."
Oh.
No.
Surely not.
No. Hey, but anyway, it was a hard-fought game. Lindsey Wilson game, there's a new rule. There's several new rules this year. Mm-hmm. Okay, everyone knows about the 30-second clock. There's other things, but we ran a play, got to Marcel Hawkins. He shoots it, balls in the air, hits, it's a charge. Last year's rule, because the ball's in the air before he hits, the basket would have counted, and we would have won that game. But this is a new rule for this year.
Right.
It's automatically erased. But anyway, that was a hard-fought game, and then Campbellville, they really, handed it to us pretty good, taught us our weaknesses. But we went back to work, and we started working on them, and I think we respond pretty well from that.
The nice thing about it, you bounced back from the 2 opening losses, the win against Voorhees, and then straight ahead, it was Morris. We'll have highlights from that contest right here in just a moment. Stay with us, back after this.
Toyotathon is on at North Georgia Toyota in Dalton with Black Friday prices all month long. All 2016 Camrys are $5,000 off. Get $3,500 off every 2016 Corolla and $4,000 off all remaining 2015 RAV4s.
Other dealers are going to say they can't do that, Eddie. What do we say?
We say, oh, yes, we can.
Only at North Georgia Toyota in Dalton.
Come see it.
Life moves fast, and we need to move fast to keep up. But if your internet is slow, it can really slow you down. Isn't it time you tried OptiLink? We have just increased our already fast internet speeds to 25, 50, 75, and 100 megabits without increasing the price. And all of these lightning fast speeds come with 10 megabit upload speeds. OptiLink is your hometown connection for TV, internet, and telephone. Call us today at 706-529-1313.
As a Dalton State Roadrunner, naturally, we don't like to brag. But if we did, I imagine it looked something like this.
The Roadrunners will advance.
And when we go, we go.
12 seconds!
Blazing that path to victory. And not just on game day, but in our everyday lives. That's what we do.
First title in school history.
Catch was my therapy growing up. With a ball and glove, my dad and I could work out anything. Today, I have my own kids.
Hey, want to play some catch?
Sure.
And catch is still my therapy. Just two people, a ball, and a backyard. And the comfort of home.
This is where bonds are strengthened. This is home. Courtside Banker, where home begins.
On to Morris College, another quality opponent for the Roadrunners. Again, looking for their second win of the season. Early moments. Baseline jumper by Bowling.
He's got that down. That's really one of his favorite moves. Here we go. Marcel Hawker with a big rebound. Deshaun advances it.
And in the other corner.
Yeah, he's just having a great start of the season, and we need his leadership.
Nice lead pass and up ahead of everybody for the slam.
Hey, it must be early in the game. He's still got his legs. But there's a nice move. Left-handed. He's right-handed. They just use that left hand. So any of the youngsters are watching, you got to use both hands.
Great little floater there from 10 feet in the lane. Inside 10.5 minutes. Tight ball game.
Yeah, it was. And here goes Corey. Corey really had a great game in this one, Craig. He had 22 points in this game.
Leading scorer, if memory serves.
Yes. Yeah, you got a good memory.
And again, nice job in transition. Got the roll.
Yeah, that was Jermaine Burry again on the break.
First half action and the steal.
Here goes Corey again.
Wonderful body control in the lane to let the defender get past him before he put the shot up.
Yeah, and that was Deshaun Ruffin. Really good. Glad to see that.
Again, first half action at Morris College. Roadrunners looking for win number 2 on the new season. The bank was open.
Hey, the bank was open. Here he is. That's our kid, Paul Jasnos from Poland. And he can hit that consistently, Craig. That wasn't luck. He can hit that.
Nice little 20-footer there. And in traffic, great effort by your point guard.
Yeah, and I love 2-and-1s, and especially when a point guard can get in there and draw one. Corey was on fire. Really helped us out. Tight game.
Indeed, tied here at the break. On to the second half we go. And a wonderful move down the left side of the lane.
Yeah, we wanted to start attacking. We wanted to drive the ball a little bit more in the second half, try to post a little bit more. But we had some breaks. There we go. Nice. That was Corey again.
And a good recognition not to go for it on the right side, go up and under on the far side. Here, Bowling in transition. That's another tough shot.
Mm-hmm. They like that little Euro, baby. That one step, side step. Nice power up by Jermaine.
Inside 14 minutes to go. Second half. Three-pointer, left wing.
Hoop. There it is. Jermaine Burry.
And a steal on the slam.
Hey, Marcel, he just fun to watch and a great competitor.
Wonderful drive along the baseline. About midway through the second half, this against Morris. And wonderful transition basket.
And you know what? We've been working on finishing transition. It drives you crazy when you have a mismatch, you don't finish. That's Deshaun Ruffin again with a nice layup.
Inside 8 minutes to go, second half. And again with contact, making the basket. Final minutes against Morris.
See, we was driving the ball more, and Deshaun really came up big for us.
And down the stretch we go. Roadrunners looking for win number 2 on the season. Final minute of play. And at the foul line, nicely done there.
Yes, nice follow through, holding that good rotation. Here we are. We really need these. And anytime you hit foul shots late with the lead, it's critical.
The final 3 points of the game coming at the charity stripe. Final score, 87-81. And with that decision, the Roadrunners pull even on the season.
They all said it couldn't be done. Because when other carpet mills were slowing down or closing up, we were building up. From the ground up, at Engineered Floors and Dreamweaver Carpet. Our new manufacturing capacity in Calhoun, Georgia, and Dalton, Georgia, is just the beginning. There's more growth on the way, a whole lot more, and we do it by employing some of the most experienced carpet-making folks in the world, people with a passion for and a commitment to carpet. We've grown for your business by filling a need that no one else was filling. We're the fastest growing carpet manufacturer in the world, and we've got big plans in the works now and tomorrow. So grow your business and come grow with us. Engineered Floors and Dreamweaver Carpets. Innovation reinvented.
Hamilton Medical Center is keeping the people of our region moving. From non-surgical solutions for osteoarthritis and back and joint pain, to total knee, hip, and shoulder replacements and complex spinal surgeries, Hamilton's team of experts have the technology, education, and experience needed to bring relief and healing. And our Joint Moves Replacement Program is certified by the Joint Commission for meeting or exceeding national standards of care. We're here for you. Hamilton Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
Catch was my therapy growing up. With a ball and glove, my dad and I could work out anything. Today, I have my own kids.
Hey, want to play some catch?
Sure.
And catch is still my therapy. Just 2 people, a ball, and a backyard. And the comfort of home.
This is where bonds are strengthened. This is home. Coldwell Banker, where home begins.
Back we are here on Courtside. Congratulations, Coach, on the win against Morris. That sort of got the ball rolling. Win over Voorhees, win over Morris, and now 4 in a row for, as we sit here tonight, 4 in a row for the Roadrunners.
Well, it's how you respond.
Yeah.
Craig. When you're playing and you get beat, there's one thing, and then you start winning, it's another. And so, but boy, I love that 4 in a row. It really sounds beautiful, and the guys really earned it. And we beat quality teams. Voorhees beat Talladega. Morris is having some good wins, and then we played Blue Mountain, who was a conference game. That was a big win, and then William and Carey.
Let's talk about that, Coach. That wasn't just a win against William Carey, a top 15 team in the nation, a dominant performance, huge win in that one for the Roadrunners.
It was insane how well we played that night. Our defense was just incredible, and Basketball Times in this month's issue, Basketball Times. William and Carey was ranked 4th in the nation because they had a lot of players coming back. And, boy, howdy, I couldn't say enough about our entire team. I mean, our leadership with Jordan Bowling, Jermaine Burry. I mean, these guys, it just blows my mind how everybody just came together, started working. Defense, that's what we always talk about, champions are known, winners are known for what they give, champions know what they give up. And also champions do what the winners aren't willing to do. And these guys our DNA is our defense. The heart and soul of a team, to me, is the defense, the defensive end. And a lot of people play offense. But 2, they don't score means 2, we don't have to score.
Exactly.
And then you find the heart of the team, because regardless, you can count on your defense night in, night out if you're doing it right. And thank goodness. That night, we shot the ball. I'm still in shock. I cannot believe that we played that well.
A big win, 32-point margin, 91-59, the final in that one. A huge early season win for the Roadrunners. A quick look at the stat sheet, and you've got either 4 or 5 guys now in double figures this early in the season.
Well, that's part of the plan. That's part of the system. That's what we strive to do. We play team basketball, trust basketball. Team is trust. You got to trust each other. You got to do your job, and you got to trust someone else to do theirs. And then, too, they don't know what quite know to do. They're going to go inside and defend you. Well, then you got outside shooters. They come outside, then you can go inside. You play half court, full court. We have a pretty complicated system, and but as time goes on, our guys get better and better at it, more comfortable with it, and my goodness, they have really played well of late.
Of course, for those that have not yet gotten out to see the Roadrunners this season, in the middle of a nice home stretch here for a number of games coming up, you've got Morris College coming back, so a rematch very quickly with Morris on the 30th and the Hiawassee game on the 7th, and then in the middle of December, the Roadrunner Booster Club Classic.
And it's going to be a classic. We have some really good basketball teams. We have Cumberland out of Tennessee, University of Cumberland out of Tennessee, and then we have Cumberland University of the Cumberlands out of Kentucky. And we barely beat one of them last year, and then we got beat at the buzzer by the other team. So these are two very good quality teams that we have to really be ready to play.
Without question. Of course, it's nice to have that momentum of the winning streak that the team is on. Obviously, practices are a lot more fun when you're in the middle of a winning streak.
That's true. That's exactly right.
Coach, as we look at the early part of the season, a great deal of expectation placed on this squad, courtesy of last year's national championship, picked preseason #1 in the nation, picked preseason #1 in the SSAC.
Yeah, and that's good. We're going to embrace it. I mean, we know we've got a target on our back, and we worked hard to do that. And that's the kind of quality program that we want. We want people to know that when you come to Dalton State College and you play for us and play, for this community in this town, that we expect big things, so we're just going to embrace it and go see what can happen.
We look forward to chronicling the endeavors of the Roadrunners this season. Congratulations on the start. Always good to be with you.
It's my pleasure.
On behalf of Coach Ingle, I'm Craig Corbin. We'll see you next time right here, courtside with Tony Ingle.